Hey everybody, welcome to Friday. I've improved my home office setup with a new webcam and my old podcasting, or not my old, but my normal podcasting microphone. So hopefully this is slightly better, but just wanted to take a few minutes before everyone heads into the weekend to talk about and share with you the stories that we shared on Rochester Rising this week, and to talk about some exciting new events we have coming up after Memorial Day weekend. I can't believe it's Memorial Day weekend already. It kind of crept up on me. But anyway, we did not have a live video last week because we were joining in and participating in Walleye Tank. So Walleye Tank is a biannual business pitch competition, or it's normally set up as a business pitch competition that's hosted by Mayo Clinic's Office of Entrepreneurship and the University of Minnesota's Venture Center. This past Walleye Tank that took place on Friday was actually the 8th edition of Walleye Tank. And because life has not been normal, Walleye Tank also pivoted its offerings to, instead of being a business pitch competition, it was a live showcase of ways that inventors, innovators, and entrepreneurs in the state of Minnesota have pivoted their business or developed new offerings to meet needs specific to COVID-19. This was really a fantastic event, really just showcasing the innovation and the creativity and the ingenuity taking place in the ecosystem, both here in Rochester, in the Twin Cities, and across the state, and how science, engineering, and really creative business models can be used to solve real needs, pressing needs facing humanity. So I really encourage you to stop by, check out that article on our website at rochesterrising.org. And I'm sure you can also find it at some point on the Walleye Tank's YouTube page, where they share all of their videos from all of their events. So you can check it out there as well. The next Walleye Tank will be held in Rochester on December 11th in its original business pitch format. So be sure to check that out. Definitely read the article. It's amazing the innovations that have taken place in Minnesota to combat COVID-19. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of them. Things such as the Coventor, which was a lightweight ventilator system developed at the University of Minnesota, as well as Mayo Clinic leading convalescent plasma treatment to both treat and prevent COVID-19 spread. So plus the 15 other innovators that participated in this year's Walleye Tank, or this season's Walleye Tank, sharing what they're doing and asking for help from the community. So please check it out. This week on the podcast, we aired episode 176. It's crazy how close we're getting to episode 200. Episode 200 will be in October, and we're thinking of some really creative and fun things to do to celebrate this. But anyway, episode 176 aired this week. And this week I got to talk with Courtney Dugstead. She's the interim executive director of Next Chapter Ministries. Next Chapter Ministries is a nonprofit. It's been in Rochester for 20 years, and its mission, and it works to break the cycle of incarceration within families. So we talked with Courtney about her journey from Byron to Honduras, where she started a nonprofit organization there, and then back to Rochester, where she's been at Next Chapter Ministries for 6.5 years. So it was a really powerful story. So check out our conversation with Courtney on the podcast. You can find all of these on our Facebook feed, also on our website at rochesterrising.org. Our podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can also find it on our YouTube channel. So check it out at any of those locations. So we have Memorial Day weekend this weekend, but when we come back, we're starting a brand new series called Inspirational Collisions, which I'm very excited to launch. I had the opportunity to meet this amazing entrepreneur, Lena Prodnapstick, about a year ago, and she'll be our first guest during Inspirational Collision, sharing her story. And really the whole point with this webinar series was to provide inspiration capital, hear from people who are building and growing their businesses here in Rochester, and have them provide the community with tangible items to take away related to how to grow in either your personal or professional life. So please consider joining us for this Zoom webinar with Lena. The webinar will take place at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, May 26th. So we do encourage you to register via the Zoom link. And then once you register, you'll get more information of how to connect. So please, please consider joining us from your home to learn the story of one entrepreneur and how she's building her biotech business, Kenomics, here in Rochester. So you can find more information about that in our Facebook feed. We have a Facebook event set up for this Inspirational Collisions. So you can connect via Zoom, which I would encourage you to do so you can ask questions. However, the event will also be live streamed on the Collider Facebook page. So not the Rochester Rising, the Collider Facebook page. So you can check it out there as well. That is it for Rochester Rising stories today. Hopefully we have a nice weekend for Memorial Day weekend and you all get to relax a little and enjoy that. But again, you can find any of these stories on our website at rochesterrising.org, and you can also scroll down in our Facebook feed and find them there.